Aw, yeah, Paper Magic is back, baby. Almost 1 million views on this weekend's events. But if you're not a paper grinder, does any of this even matter to you? Yes, yes it does, and I'm gonna tell you why. Wizards of the Coast and Magic the Gathering kicked in the door for organized play and announced their return to the space in a huge way this weekend. But what does this do for the regular Magic enthusiast? If you're not going to go on the Pro Tour, does this affect you? Well, yes, in a massive way. I want to talk about 3 giant takeaways that the average enthusiast can look to when it comes to the Pro Tour. I'm going to talk about the first 2. I got some honorable mentions because you guys know I can't ever stick to even my own rules. But the third reason at the end of this video is going to be something that's even going to affect your collectors and your sealed product investors, however it is that you engage with the hobby. So before we get into things today, I normally do this at the end, but if you haven't yet, make sure you share this video with a friend or group of friends because I think these conversations are extremely important. Like the video, and if you would, subscribe to the channel. It helps me a ton. Let's get into the topic. It's all about the Pro Tour today, and I have to talk about 3 big wins that I think came away with this weekend. And the first thing is the one thing I'm going to get hate for in the comment section for sure. It's Wizards of the Coast gets some credit here. I know, Magic 30, and we hate giving them credit for everything, and they're horrible, but guess what, guys? Wizards of the Coast card design was on full display this weekend, and I have to say, it was amazing. I have a couple cards I want to riff on here, but I have to start by talking about cards like, let's say, Fable of the Mirror Breaker. It comes down, it gets you some incremental value, and if it sticks around, for 4 turns unchecked, it can become a serious problem, but it gives your opponent an opportunity to interact. It's such a well-designed card. Something that I hate, Shieldred, is just... It's such a frustrating card to play against, but it's so balanced and so fair. All of Benton Madsen, shout out Benton Madsen, I think was the only undefeated player at the end of day 1. Their entire Selesnya Auras deck was just this pile of wonderful interaction and combo and kind of like cards that built on top of each other. If you haven't looked at that deck list, maybe I'll put a link in this video description. You can find it online. It's just so cool to see our players being able to express themselves and play this wide range and this wide variety of cards in a format that, well, frankly, I didn't know was so healthy, and I play it quite frequently. And that leads me into reason number 2, or the big takeaway number 2, is we all of us, if you play Commander, if you don't play Commander, whatever you play, we all underestimated Pioneer. Let me give you some facts about this weekend. The largest share of the Pioneer decks at the metagame for the weekend was 15%. It belonged to Rakdos midrange. Everything else was less than that, meaning there was so many decks. No matter what type of Magic you like to play, you can find something to play in Pioneer. And when you get to the top 8, playing at the highest level, or not even just playing at the highest level, playing to compete a little bit, to not lose every game, win some games, lose some games, have some back and forth. When you get to the top 8, there was 6, count them, 6 unique decks in the top 8. So Pioneer gets a massive shout out here. I made a video way back in 2022 or early 2022 when Wizards of the Coast announced, hey, we're going to return to organized play, we're going to do it with Pioneer. I said, I think this is great, but Pioneer, I said, I made the, and I was wrong. I was like, hey, I don't know if the format's healthy enough. I think it's going to need some tweaking. It's going to need some massaging, some work before we can get it to the point where it's going to be a healthy format for, competitive play, casual play, whatever it is. And boy, was I wrong. I thought Mono Green Devotion was going to run over the field, and 0 decks, 0 Mono Green Devotion decks, Mono Green Karn, whatever you want to call it, in the top 8. So it was just insane to see Pioneer put on such an incredible show. Shout out Draft for Phyrexia. It looked like just a blast out there. So again, Pioneer, underrated. But this last point that I have to get into before we close out the video is a big one, but I gotta bring some honorable mentions to you guys first. First and foremost, paper standard and product is about to matter, right? Because Pioneer is so important, this standard product that we have on our shelves, these draft boxes, things that, seem to be tanking if you're an investor or collector, or cards that you open on release weekend that seem to be crashing in value, are definitely gonna matter now. Much of this Pioneer, metagame, and obviously the draft, comes from sets that are recent Magic the Gathering sets. So now these cards are having a home, and this is a massive win as far as I'm concerned. We have a big showing that people love to experience Magic the Gathering just outside of EDH, right? The Magic the Gathering community runs so much deeper than EDH and Commander. I mean, the total views on the videos this weekend is almost reaching 1 million on Magic the Gathering's Twitch. I'll put a screenshot here. I'm sure I'm showing it right now. But like 1 million views for the Pro Tour would just be insane. But the big thing that's going to happen because of in-person play and because of the Pro Tour is something I never thought I'd see. And Paper Standard is back, baby. That's right. The RCQs, which are locked down to formats, and what that means is like in season 1, Wizards of the Coast is making all WPN stores for RCQs play Pioneer. Season 2, they're all playing Modern. And season 3, they're all playing Paper Standard. And with the popularity of this event and people opening back up, we're seeing Phyrexia pre-releases being full. With people opening back up, there's an opportunity for, if only for one season a year, you know, maybe not for a year, but for one season a year, Paper Standard makes a comeback that gives us a reason to buy the product. It gives us that nostalgia that we want for these boxes, for these cards, and ties us to these products. It's the ability, it's why Wizards of the Coast can make a Time Spiral Remastered and a Dominaria Remastered. It's because we have a chance to fall in love with these sets. So I really think this weekend was just insane. I'm so hyped about it. I want to know what you think, though. Did you, even if you're not a competitive grinder or anything like that, did you watch any of the Pro Tour? What do you think of the results? What do you think about the fact that people are playing in-person one-on-one Magic the Gathering again? Let me know in the comment section below. As I said earlier, if you like the vibe and you like what we're doing here, make sure you hit like, make sure you click subscribe, and most importantly, share this video with a friend or group of friends, because I really think that's the most important thing we can do, is kind of spread these conversations and have these conversations amongst our community. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Until next time, you guys know me. My name is Josh. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'm gonna get out of here. Goodbye.